first series
And you
today.
can repeat what I said. Why did they pick Shadow Demon? I mean, why did they pick Witch Doctor into Shadow Demon?
There was something about the cast when they make illusion carries and you throw the cask and you hit the illusions. I mean, that was like
yeah,
your,
if you use it
your theory
the
crafting.
cast
Yeah.
will bounce off those illusions.
Yeah, exactly. That was suggested.
I mean,
I don't
you
think
can see the pattern. There's no way they're picking Witch Doctor 2 times in a row after the Shadow Demon.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also they maybe believe it's just one of the strongest 5 positions for them that suits them. Because often what teams will happen with teams who have like those formulaic drafts is they'll just have that 5 position they always pick in the first stage if it's available. Like I think it was Vici game like the majors when they were winning them, which just kept picking Silencer every. Tiny picked up with it. Tiny's looked good today. We saw Fnatic win 2 games with it in one of their series.
Yeah, we've seen Tiny being played in multiple roles.
Yep.
Mostly 4, but we've seen some off-lane Tinies, even mid one.
Well, what? So look to pair up with it. Some good burst damage.
This is the 2 hour and 6 minutes
Maledict build coming out earlier today when King
right
Gaming ran this hero.
The original on the left,
with the Witch
the video you're changing on the right. For example, I'm going to click on filters and use this. Now, just to show you how you can edit this,
can be played as a 4
let me drag. This is going to be
same with the Shadow Demon.
They opened up with Kunk.
Another thing I can point out is that you can actually also
these 2 supports.
Just do this. Say you want to start.
Even though Shadow Demon can be core, if you consider offline
10 seconds remaining.
Demon thing and the core, a lot of stuns, and these 2 heroes really scale
5 seconds remaining.
Late game. Mid game is amazing once you max out the aura on the Elder Titan, Shadow Demon with the Soul Catcher, a lot of kill potential. You remove 40% of their current HP. You remove base armor, base magic resist.
Sounds like a good spell to me.
Sounds like an OP spell to me.
It's Dota.
Yeah, sure.
It wouldn't be a spell in Dota if it's not a bit of a P. Call. Come on. This is you know, real minimum. We hope we don't check lightly. We'll spell people. No,
this is good. Because these 2 don't really provide much control against elite heroes. They have a stun, they have a disruption, but they don't have
10 seconds remaining. Gaming's turn to ban.
Unreliable as that goes to the with it. Something definitely play roles as far as the 1-2 goes and can cause a lot of problems. We've seen Alchemist fairly successful as far as carries go and one of the more popular ones. And on the Radiant side, even stronger. As far as Kingo banning out Mind Control's Beastmaster. Expecting Liquid to want to play a kind of fast-paced tempo game. That's kind of the Liquid that I think a lot of people know is this very aggressive, early game-oriented team.
Keen Gaming picked up Phantom Assassin in both games of the first series today.
They did. And PA looked pretty solid. Not necessarily like, oh, this character that everyone should stop picking up, but the way they played it, it looked decent. But at the same time, Liquid would have done their homework. They know that PS.
Yeah, when Keen Gaming is playing well and when they're winning, all their item timings are on point. The BKBs plus another good item on a core, and they synergize well with those. Then go for objectives, get the Roche. It looked pretty simple Dota. The game they played against Chaos today.
Yep. We'll see if they're gonna just keep it simple and stick to their guns here, and they sure as hell will. They pick it 3rd. They're not even waiting to 4th pick it. I don't imagine Liquid were gonna contest the PA and pick it themselves, but this is to me them saying we want to pick PA, and we also know that we're gonna pick this, so we may as well pick it now because you're gonna counter pick it regardless. What do you counter pick a PA with?
Any kind of burst magical damage.
5 seconds remaining
until farms that BKB. If she needs it, she's gonna second item. Phantom Assassin is one of the few heroes that want to build into Battle 3 because want to keep farming, and I mean she has pretty low HP overall with Shadow Demon's second ability. It's really easy to burst her down. You prefer seeing carries that look to like match the PA's farm or out farm her, like
because PA is going to go Battlefield, or do you want to see carries that like punish early and go like aggressive against it?
Well, I mean, Phantom Assassin can be kited in the later stages of the game once it drops. So, but you also want to have an insurance in everything. They picked the low cooldown stun, the same thing, even though there's still Ember Spirit in the pool. If
10 seconds remaining.
Wants to go for it, feels like Ember Spirit is really hot stuff right now, and it's been like that for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Game we're going to go for, are they going to consider that? They likely want to last pick their mid, but at the same time, you never know for sure. We've seen a lot of last picks in offlaners and fours even.
Since they don't have, King Gaming actually has.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
And they're going to get Pengo, so they will be last picking their mid. It's going to be a tiny Pengo 3-4. Don't know, do you prefer either of those as the core hero?
They're going to decide. They probably have an idea, but they will see. Like it has, since they have the last, and then they will decide what's better. Do they need a faster Blink Dagger on Tiny, or will they give farm priority to Pangolier?
Pango gives them some good team fights. They were kind of lacking with their first 3 picks. Tiny's like your burst, same with Witch Doctor's your 5. But Pango now with the Rolling Thunder gives that ultimate to play around. That has a pretty annoying escape spell to deal with. Could now look to get their 4th, 5th pick. Look for both Weeha and Miracle's hero. It's got that kind of cheesy hero pool.
Yeah, it's not a bad Wind Ranger game to start with.
Templar Assassin.
TA as well, another one of his heroes. TA, Wind Ranger, Mupo, like, you know, there's most people know the Weeha pool pretty well, but at the same time, every now and then something a bit unexpected can come out as well.
There's no good overtime damage on their side besides Avalanche.
You know what we saw in one of the other games? Underlord mid versus TA.
10 seconds remaining.
Navi.
Yeah, Navi against one of the
RNG.
5
RNG.
seconds remaining.
RNG won that game. It was a close game though. It wasn't like it looked like the Underlord was like the most farmed hero on their team though, and doing surprisingly well. So that's something that any other teams have in their toolbook.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Team Liquid, the team that plays fast, early game oriented Templar Assassin hero that easily snowballs, takes objectives. You have a good vision, can always go for Roche and Batrider. So they were afraid that they will put the Batrider on mid against the Templar Assassin because they don't have much overtime damage as well.
We've seen Batrider go mid and actually destroy TAs. It's such a hard matchup for a TA to play. Once those napalm stacks come in, you're just going to get Dova, and you need supports constantly sitting behind you to stop that from happening. Liquid going to be looking for Miracles here now. Carry of choice, what's it going to be? Lifestealer banned out. He's played some Leshrac as well today, or at least this tournament, and a little bit different cards. Bold prediction of the cost?
Both of these teams still kind of limited. I would not mind to see either of these teams. Also, Queen of Pain looking okay-ish for Keen Gaming against the Templar Assassin. It's a good matchup. You only
Keen Gaming's turn to pick.
Whoa.
Wait a second.
Carry Shaker.
Is that a carry Shaker or is it?
I want to say
carry Elder
Shaker.
Titan.
So Earthshaker, the enchant totem, pierces evasion. Yes. Yeah, can't miss. Does make Shaker as a core maybe a possibility playing into the PA.
10 seconds remaining.
That's one option in Team Liquid. A bit of a surprise pick here, I feel. And you are playing Shaker into 2 melee heroes in lane if it is a safe lane Shaker. I mean, whether it's ET or Shaker, you're up against like Tiny Pengo, which feels pretty good to play against melee heroes when you're a Shaker.
It's definitely a good Shaker game to start with. As you mentioned, 3 melee heroes, Enchant Totem can't miss, so that's the piercing evasion. Templar Assassin kind of struggles. Well, she's the hero that always pretty much gets a death, so BKB Blink Dagger, then you can buy into a different kind of MKB, or you can just get a full Daedalus.
So what Keen Gaming in response, I imagine they were not ready for a Shaker carry. Assuming it even is one, there obviously is some question marks around this hero.
A hero that creates the space for Phantom Assassin, so she can farm. I still, since you're playing the 3 melee for Assassin, kind of half melee. Out.
In the Ember as well. They don't really have any heroes to buy things like the Pipe, and I feel like there's a lot of magic damage on Team Liquid in this team fight, so getting
Pangolier can buy it if it's a core Pango.
Okay.
You may now select your heroes.
So who's going mid? It's going to be Tiny mid. Yeah, Matt. There we go. And Empower PA, Mag PA. Here we go. That's also a classic. And we'll see Miracle pick up the Earthshaker. So offlane Magnus, 4th position Kaka Pangolier. Very interesting draft coming out from both the two teams here.
It's going to be interesting seeing Tiny with Empower. If it comes to that, when he gets the Aghanim Scepter, wipe them. If Mag lands a good RP, I'm not even kidding. He can actually get a solo rampage by throwing a 3.
Oh, I want to see the good old tree volley. Such a fun, silly Aghanims upgrade.
I don't like the Mag as the last pick because you basically have 4 melee heroes right now. Again, Earthshaker against the same, even Elder Titan. So he's gonna be in there, removing your base armor with his hero.
Your only non-melee hero is your 5th position, so you're not really expecting Dark to contribute much as you're only ranged. One goes, what's up? What's this TA set? Is that? Never seen this one before.
I don't know. All TA sets to me look kind of the same.
That one looks very different. That's why I think I noticed. I was like, what the hell's going on with this TA? Well, we won't see it up close here. But here we go. Liquid Miracle playing the Earthshaker. MVP in 7 matches. That's a pretty good MVP rate, if you ask me. Do you get MVP very often in your pub games, Lacoste?
Yeah, I beg people to vote for me, so and for commands as well, so my behavior score goes.
You need every point of behavior.
10,000 right now.
Nice. That's why I like to get right.
If you're muted, you can't beg, so you just command them.
I wouldn't know. I don't get muted.
You don't get muted.
No. Never been there before. I'm a mannered Dota player. Yeah. We're a special breed. But no, I don't get many MVPs. I don't know why that is.
I mean, logical explanation. You don't play well.
God damn. You know, that makes too much sense to cost. God damn it. Oh dear. We also don't win. I mean, we play with like Owen and Cheever. We don't win very often, so we don't get a chance to get MVP.
Yeah, you check your win ratio with Owen. What was it?
It was only
40%.
It was like -10, so I think it was like 45%. We were in the negatives.
30 seconds to battle.
Not my most successful pub teammate.
Yeah, maybe the reason you're losing is he doesn't skill hook and pudge.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Mo for that one. All those losses. That's the Dota mentality. It's not my fault. It's my team's fault. The beauty of playing a team game is that you have people to blame.
I like your mentality. Acting like you don't know why you're not. I have no clue.
Here we go. Fight for the bounty rune down bottom. GH has +20 damage. Didn't hit that many people with the Spirit, and it will be King Gaming securing the bounty rune. Start things off. This Astral Spirit is going to give a lot of bonus damage. They're going to get the first spot on the Witch Doctor. GH with all that right click and Mind Control getting out of there. GH +20 damage only, but it's adding up. Mind Control's got another stun in a few seconds, but it doesn't look like he'll get close enough. Kuro with that disruption, 10 seconds away.
At no point to chase. No. He will have a swashbuckle. This is the problem when you play position 4 Pangolier. You get harassed. You only buy 3 tangos because you stout shield and someone pulled him tango, but you can't really that much. And you want to get that javelin as fast as possible. So getting the bounty runes, 1, 2, actually 3
out of 4.
Keen game. That's really worth it because you want to get that javelin as fast as possible. Also, go for bounty runes on minute 5. Don't buy anything. Maybe you buy a magic stick playing against. Other than that, you don't get.
Yeah. Rush the Javelin. He will be going top here, it looks like. So they want to pressure Miracle on Shaker. Currently solo up here in a 1v1 against Magnus, but I imagine Pengo's just going to look to do some harass here and there, as well as go for some side pulls. Instantly swashbuckles in, harasses Miracle, who's only got the 5 Tengos to play around with.
He also bought something. Nope.
But I think the big thing about coming up here is going to be, yeah, just having this side pull to play with. Kaka, as that Dark Troll gets a couple of creeps, doesn't get the full wave, but he'll be happy with that regardless, and instantly goes back in for more harass.
On bottom lane, they body blocked him, most of the illusions. To get out, Rolling Blade plus a Tango.
So okay, he's still level 1, and he's going to be another Burrow Strike, so the right click should be enough, or he's just going to turn and throw a dagger under the tower. Mind Control takes a tower shot, but not enough to get that kill.
I think Pango needs to go back bottom. He can check the rune right now and come back bottom. Leave Mag in the 1 versus 1 scenario.
Kind of how this started. It seems Liquid are content to not even help out Miracle. They know that without Pango bottom, they can just keep on bullying. You have some bullying. This mid Tiny is having a fantastic time. 11-7 against 4-0. Tiny's crushing it.
Also, he just picked up a bottle. Also a haste in the bottle. Dark dies, but they get a kill.
Oh, they get Miracle. Oh, okay. Maybe Kaka's time up top worth it. And if there's a player ever to shut down with Liquid, I do feel like Miracle is top of that list. And whoop, snipes Courier with the haste rune.
That's actually so big. You also want to give your kills to Pangolier. You want to get him as fast as possible to that Javelin once again, as we said it multiple times.
Yep.
Kaka, he doesn't know whether he wants to go mid. Do I go top again? It's an easy kill if they stay. Miracle, 2 points in Aftershock.
T just going to suicide down bottom of the tier 2 tower. Just to try and reset this bottom lane a little bit, as he was low in health and mana. Back at top, he's going to TP in. Miracle's in some trouble, but here comes GH right after respawning. And it's got plus 55 damage, double damage ET. Watch out for this fella, but they are trading hits with that lucky shot. They have got the disarm to make that a little bit easier for themselves. And 3 lanes kind of being won by Keen Gaming. Looking at the CS right now, they may be down a kill, but they are up on gold, out farming Liquid in every single lane. Yi playing an amazing mid-tiny as well. Just going in for these Avatos combos, and he's going to actually maybe get this kill. There's no refraction up. One more right click.
Speed.
Yeah, he's got the boots advantage. Wee has not got mana for refraction. He just turns. He goes for the melt, though. Comes out of the melt. The toss is there, and he think he knew he was going to die. He buys his items, doesn't lose any gold. So he gets the solo kill, and we only got 150 gold for it.
No XP for Vito. Doctor in a bit of trouble.
Here comes Kaka. He died top lane, and he's going to instantly TP back in. Mind Control's chasing for this. Hasn't got boots, though. Can't get the kill, and instead it's Kuroki going down to the Phantom Assassin daggers. Mind Control was hit by the Maledict, but it has worn off now and has the sick charge. So a lot of action in all 3 lanes. It was GH who killed Kaka top while the mid 1v1 exchange happened, and then instantly Kaka TP's bottom to salvage the bottom lane. Tiny with complete rune control. That's a big part of his mid lane dominance, having all these runes.
And they're not stopping. Every single time you kill a Templar assassin, you're doing so much more than killing a normal hero. Not maybe at this point of the game, but after the 7-8 minute mark where she just flash farms with Psyblades.
Yep.
Bounty rune spawning in 15 seconds.
Looks like Liquid are trying to push out this bottom lane so they can secure them, but Kaka is already on the other side trying to grab the enemy one. Kuro has disruption in a couple of seconds, so he should be able to secure this one. Come on, Magnus up top, very low in health. And Liquid will get themselves 3 bounty runes. Can Mind Control get out? Has a Burrow Strike. Be okay here. Old 11 got very low in health up top. He's getting his favorite item. He loves this Helm of the Dominator. Every single game I see Old 11, he's buying Helm of the Dominator.
Now he played Abaddon and what was the other hero? Also got Beastmaster.
Yeah. And it's not exactly a common item on either of those 2 heroes these days anymore. It's just not a common item, period. As mid, we'll see a disruption. They want to go on this Tiny, but he's got an Invis rune. I believe they should have seen that one. Tiny's just going to turn and kill off GH. That's a big misplay from Liquid to go for that kill when he had an Invis rune.
And Tiny's tanky. He has a magic wand, also a lot of strength gain. So at level 6, he's sitting 1300 HP.
Very surprising misplay there, and that's really exactly what it was. it's no surprise, or it shouldn't be, that he had an Invis rune.
Have you seen this in a game where BG played when Faceless Void was left alone against the Sanking? So he bought the Ring of Hell and then upgraded to Battle Fury. It's not a common pickup on Void anymore. I guess that's the same thinking what Magnus is doing right now. Like, I get this Ring of Health every single time I get close. I will get harassed, use the Enchant Totem, 3 points in Aftershock. That he's gonna be full HP.
And he's gonna not turn it into a Battle Fury, but turn it into a handy-dandy Helm the Dominator. Not a fan of the Battle Fury Magnus, Lacoste?
Battle Fury, Echo Saber, Daedalus. Hello, slammed.
Miracle says, thanks for the freebie. Well, catches him by surprise with that level 6 Echo Slam, and that's a free kill. It's a big kill as well. 500 gold swing just off of that. TA's got stacks to fall back to, so good farm that Liquid has back in their jungle now as well. Kuro up to on a boarding mission. I think they have an idea that he might be doing this, so is running around scouting him. He finds Kuro now, so probably knows that there's a ward somewhere around this area. It doesn't look like he's going to. It's not worth your time when you can juke, especially when he has vision of you. He's almost certainly going to juke you. But the question is, does Dark know where that ward was planted?
Earthshaker, Double Bracer. Is there a better build on strength heroes than Double Bracer?
I can't think of one.
And you can't.
No, there really isn't, Lacoste. Unkillable. Until we cast a curse in. But now we're looking elsewhere. PA just trying to get those phase boots, has hit level 6 now. It will be Kaka having a completed javelin on the Pengo. That's the timing you talked about. Really want to get that javelin as fast as possible, and we'll see what he can do on the map now.
Really low on HP. Javelin proc, and lucky shot. Has the invis.
Yeah, Tiny goes in though, and there's an Abatos combo. They just completely delete him. They broke his refraction with the help of the Pengo, and Weeha is having a rough time. Kuro will get a revenge kill, looks like. The help of that Soul Catcher. 2 points in the Soul Catcher, finds the kill.
Oh, Tiny just TP top. They want to get a kill on Shaker. Toss into RP.
There's
he doesn't.
Here.
Okay, he's saving a point.
There's the RP to start things off. Yeet follows up with an Abatos. They kill off Miracle. Another kill for this Tiny. So active early on. And this frees up the mid lane for Kaka, who's very happy to get some experience here. Tries to swashbuckle away, but gets slept up, and the TA trap slow. Kaka's in trouble. He's going to swashbuckle in 2 seconds, but he's not going to get out in time.
Buckle. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, a lot of action happening.
Kuro, he used his combo here. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but it looks like Liquid got aggressive and it did not work. Epicenter's on cooldown, so they went in looking for kills and it backfired. Instead, it's Old Chicken getting the kill.
It didn't chase Shadow Demon.
Here comes Miracle. Level vision only, but that might be enough to get a kill, at least on this Witch Doctor. GH is taking damage with this Maledict, level 2 Maledict. He's got stick charges. This is going to be close-ish, but he'll be fine.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, on the mid lane, TA putting some pressure on the tower with the Blightstone, gets disarmed. Kaka's playing so aggressive using that swashbuckle.
Seriously.
It's a long cooldown, only level 2 and has no boots. Oh, meanwhile, 11 bring up the jungle stacks.
Juicy. Stop the TA gain this farm. TA did already farm this big camp here, but they just know it's kind of like the Alchemist thing, not to the same extreme, but even just farming and taking away from the TA can be really nice. Will they go for this big camp as well? They are pinging it. They have got the dominated center as well, but we are already having completed farming it, so they won't test it.
Witch Doctor has a lot of gold. He bought the 2 tomes. Pango definitely gonna get him to level 3.
Yeah, Witch Doctor got to eat one of them.
Dire's middle tower is under
Two.
attack. Radiant's bottom
So
tower
it's the Pango, so double tome and both support still just level 5. Not the end of the world by any means.
They already took the tier 1 tower on top. If somehow they can grab the tier 1 tower kill on mid with the siege catapult, it cripples TA so much because you have the entrance to her jungle. It's gonna be stacks. She's now farming the ancients, also a couple of stacks there.
Just what the dog.
I have an idea of where this PA is with that Dire Observer ward, but Chicken popping the blow just to make sure he's gonna stay nice and safe here.
Virtrus doesn't crash the bot like that.
Yeah.
That should be a kill.
Miracle was not expecting that one. Doesn't get a chance to use a single spell, and PA goes in. Old Chicken jumps on Kuro. Offensive disruption used to try. Another toss in a few seconds. Blink on cooldown, but I don't think that matters. Toss is coming. There's the dagger, there's the toss, and that's going to be an easy kill. Double kill for Yi.
Yi level 10 already.
He's crushing it. There's Tiny. 5-1 and 1. The only death he has was when he got a kill by diving mid. Kaka top. Tanks in. Epicenter. There's a swashbuckle away, and Kaka, he can maybe just go for a TP out. Yeah, he uses the shield crash TP. He'll be fine.
For a moment, I thought that he's not gonna make it. Meanwhile, they're giving some levels and a lane for Witch Doctor to farm his boots. Also, if this game drags, this Pangolier, he's gonna become a core. Because you have a Javelin, if they use Empower on him, he actually deals a lot of right-click damage.
Oh, for sure. To look forward to if you do get into that late game. Magnus now. It's level 10, so Old 11 also having a good time. Went back for a Soul Ring, now has the Blink Dagger queued up. Max in power, so he should be at least, I feel like playing he's a core, so he doesn't want to always play nearest PA, but PA would benefit so much from this in power as far as farming goes. And that means we also don't have to see this Battle Fury on PA since Magnus is in the game.
Yeah, she can afford the kind of items.
It's like that.
He can also empower his creep and farm one of the lanes.
Yep. There we go.
Like toss.
Rolling Thunder coming in. Oh. Where you going, Kaka? Oof. Fights this way. I think Kaka realizes, well, you know, I've headed the wrong direction. Old 11, I'm sorry, my friend. Just try and get the hell out of there. Screws on cooldown, but here comes Tiny back in with the Blink Dagger, and they delete GH. He didn't have a chance to do a thing.
That was just a bait ulti from Kaka. But this can happen mid lane.
Maybe a third hero here. Well, actually, with the Maledict, they probably could have found that kill if they had detection, which Witch Doctor did have on the sentry, so good thing for is he did not push his hero to the limit and try and go for that tier 1 mid tower.
Even without Empower, Phantom Assassin is still on top of net.
11 gets Echo Slam. There's an RP. He doesn't want to go for it. He goes for the Skewer out instead. 11 still taking some damage here. No points in the Cossack finale, but Mind Control has another stun soon and will find the kill. Out of
He had
mana.
no mana.
Yeah. Fortunate for the poor old 11. Mid Kaka, very low on health. They throw out a swashbuckle, and here comes the PA. He's trying to bully Wii out of this lane. The Desolator completed, so 13.5 minutes in. Good timing on the TA Deso.
One smoke. Not under any vision. Go for kill into Roche play.
Jungle here. They drop down the ward on the high ground. They wait to see what they can find. Here comes Yi once again, making sure that nothing fishing's going on. And Kaka, he's just thrown away his own life by swashbuckling in. Not what he should have been doing there. As...
Yeah, it seems like they're not on the same page, at least in this gank. Tiny tosses one of the heroes back. Kaka still decides to go in. And the Earthshaker, no need for a Blink Dagger, at least early on. You just tank it up. He has 2,000 HP, pretty hard to take down at the moment.
He went for that RP, I think. The second one, I don't think he was actually going to cancel, but Miracle canceled it for him.
He wanted to use RP, but turned around so that Earthshaker is already facing the direction to the tower, so he can skewer more easily. Otherwise, he would have just RP'd.
As a result, no kill for Keen Gaming. Pretty even game as far as the farm status goes between the two teams. Not much separating them, as we will see bounty runes coming up. Miracle's going for Swamp. There's the RP. The sleep comes in. The bounty rune was claimed, and can they get Miracle? He's been maledicted up. Is it going to be all-off damage for this Maledict? Doesn't look like it. The Death Ward with no mana for it. He couldn't actually go for it. Instead, they're going to go for Kuro. Blinking in is Old Chicken. Whoa, that Soul Catcher combined with the ET. That amplification is absolutely insane. PA just gets deleted.
And it's only level 1 natural order, while Kuro is maxing the Soul Catcher, 4 points in it. We talked about it during the pick phase. PA is not the hero with the strength gain in the game. Remove the 40% when she's full HP, she just actually dies.
Yeah, this PA just needs to maybe hit the gym and bulk up a little bit, find some creeps, and play for this BKB timing, which It's being queued up as the next item. You've got that Magnus in power. Feels more like time to go for some farm.
The Dark plays a centaur, also this, standing on an observer board. He knows something is up. Oh, Water Rune region.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We have to about that one. Back up on a Miracle, still just trying to finish off his Aghanim Scepter. Getting closer and closer. That's going to be a very big item pickup for him.
Setting up a sentry near the Roche pit, much of a value when you're playing against the TA. He also has a Blink Dagger right now, so they want to grab a kill. Assassin.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Lure.
Oh, they blink behind. They should still be able to go on Old Chicken. They're fishing around for him. Mind Control has the Burrow Strike. Will they go for the epicenter? Doesn't look like he needs it, but there's just no one to blink out to. Old Chicken's in all sorts of trouble. He just respawned. He's going to buy the BKB pieces so he doesn't lose too much gold here, but he gets the blink out. Can he survive? Nope. The demonic purge damage is enough to finish him off. Doesn't lose any gold, but he loses a lot of gold because he's dead and he's not farming. And you're a PA. That's what you need to be doing right now. Playing without the Empower a lot as well, which is making him just farm that a little bit slower and putting him in a lot more danger.
There's the difference between position 4 mag and position 3. When you're playing 3, you want to get the items on yourself, get that Blink Dagger up. He's really close to it. They should try to get a fight, but see, because Phantom Assassin was not farming with that Empower, she does not have a BKB right now. Perfect timing would be both BKB and the Blink Dagger on mag.
There's going to be a tiny Echo Saber, so maybe you've got a different Empower target to go for a bit of a play right now. You can have the PA farming while the other 4 heroes look to fight. And there you go, right when the PA respawns. This time around, I think Old Chicken's like, come on, dude, I need an Empower. Hit me up. At the same time, there's also not many jungle camps left to be claimed. PA continuing to just try and work towards that BKB as the Blink Dagger is coming out on the courier with some sentries. Liquid playing around this top side of the map. And I've got that Aghanim Scepter back at base, so Shaker doesn't have it right now.
Radiant's top
You may
tower
regret
is
not
under
having it.
attack.
Ace Rune, old 11. Goes for the RP. Where's the fault? They need more stuns here. They need it first in here, and they've got the Tiny, so they should have the damage. And
he's really tanking a lot of strength, but
Epicenter, Burrow Strike. Yeah, Mind Control's going in for this kill, but they do not have any follow-up. Old Chicken, I think he makes the call just to get the hell out. He cannot afford to die. He's just died twice back-to-back.
Dire's
It's got to be farm time for the PA. You know, you can tell the rest of the team, you guys fight if you want to, but I am not taking part in any action.
Kin Gaming does not have an RP right now. PA getting closer to her BKB, so it's just a farm time. Tiny +1 can pretty much kill anyone on the map besides Earthshaker. Templar Assassin working towards her BKB, also level 17, but they're doing a good job just keeping tier 1 tower and mid alive. Oh, he gets out barely on the bottom lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Liquid themselves, their BKB time with the TA is something to look out for. So both teams likely to have these BKBs at similar-ish times. The TA will be a little bit behind the Phantom Assassin. And King Gaming have some tools to pierce it with the RP.
Dire's middle tower
Liquid will gladly take this fight. Earthshaker has that freshly bought Aghanim Scepter plus a haste in the bottle.
There's the BKB. PA ready to go.
Radiant's top tower.
This BKB advantage, they may look to fight.
RP still on cooldown for 35 seconds.
Perhaps this could catch Liquid by surprise because of that, though. And actually, they're going to jump on the PA. She has BKB. It looks Miracle's just trying to bait it out. He pops the haste rune. Looking to fly in. As elsewhere, it's actually Dark going down. There's a big fight breaking out around the shrine here. The Rolling Thunder's gone rolling on through. They've taken out the Sand King. Here comes Miracle from behind. Once this Tiny. And with the ET Earth Splitter, they're going to get it. Kaka's TP out is successful. Miracle was just a split second too late there with the fissure.
Liquid with that Aghanim Scepter on Earthshaker, they're really strong right now. Ideally, if they killed one more hero, they would transition that into Roche easily with Enchant Totem and Deso on Templar Assassin.
Quite the outcome they're hoping for. Bounty Rune's still there at bottom lane. GH is going to find one of them. We'll see if he gets both. Yeah, he looks like he will figure out that, hey, it's safe. I've got 2 Bounty Runes. He's going for a BKB of his own. BKB is the name of the game in this game.
Removing the basic armor with the ET aura in game fights. You have Templar Assassin, you have this Earthshaker which enchant totem. He deals 700 damage per hit.
That is insane. If you look at a hero like PA who has such high base armor being removed, it's going to be absolutely crushing. There are heroes like Tiny where it is bonus armor, so that doesn't get reduced, right? The plus armor for Tiny.
Say again?
The bonus armor from Tiny won't get reduced because it's only the base armor reduction. Yes. So at least someone like Tiny is not as concerned about that aura. The minus armor one, that is. Sweet. Blinks out. Good fast reactions. That would have been potentially problematic for him. Microdol actually blinks in there, but there's an immediate dust. He's going to pay the price for it. Kaka's bouncing around the BKB from We Are just arriving on the courier. Kaka, he's going to run for the hills. He's got a TP though, so he should be fine here as TA uses BKB overloaded to divert. Gets completely deleted. Didn't want to go for an RP. An old chicken. He's BKB, but he needs an escape. He goes for a blink strike. Can he TP out? Yes, he can.
Wow, those side blades from V hitting Mag and I'm gonna call it accidentally killing a witch doctor.
I was just like, that's an extra kill for him.
He should not have hesitated there. Just RP because Templar Assassin already used a lot of duration of BKB to try to chase down the Pangolier who just rolled away.
Even if you don't kill TA, just stop her from killing your team. Got to kite that BKB with RP. But end result is going to be an Aegis claimed, and Weha TA picks that one up. It looks like Pengo Society, he had an MKB queued up, but now swaps over to a mech.
Pengo? No. I mean, he needs to buy the tanky items.
Yeah, somebody has to at least for this team, getting like either mech, Greaves, or Crimson Guard, something to block some of this damage coming out. Things will settle down here, and it is Liquid with a 4k gold lead, despite effectively losing the laning stage. All three lanes were at least slightly won by Keen Gaming. Liquid's managed to bounce back with just some good efficient farming of the jungle, as well as taking a good couple of team fights.
Right now, Earthshaker, 800 damage per hit with the critical.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
That should be like 1.4 crits.
Force out this old chicken BKB. It's the slow. Here comes TT, and that's going to force a BKB TP. Job well done. That's what Weha wanted. Down to just 8 seconds now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He managed to get D-Ward in Kaka. What happened there? He just got deleted. Tiny in trouble. That Soul Catcher just removing a third of his health. Absolutely devastating stuff if they can burst him before this comes back, and rocks up to the party. Gets in the kill. They're just picking Keen Gaming apart one by one, punishing them for kind of their mistakes, but also just great aggression from Team Liquid.
Can he block him off?
Comes Sand King over in the trees. Old 11, he's the target, and Miracle's just on the high ground. This Earthshaker is just so tanky right now, and Dark can do nothing about it. Miracle
finishes him off with the aftershock damage only.
Yep.
This is where Team Liquid's lineup is extremely strong. They have Aegis. This is what you want to have when you're playing a Templar Assassin. She hits level 20, and now it's time to go. Still have almost 3 minutes of that Aegis.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Getting kills, and they're getting towers. They are putting Keen Gaming on the back foot, and I think Keen Gaming just have to settle down and wait for this Aegis to expire at this point. They've lost so much during this last 5 minutes of the game.
He wants to pick up the bounties, find Kuroki. Steep is out.
It's one way to go for bounty rune safe.
It's a full MKB on... No, he actually decides to go for Orchid. Well,
the
Radiant's top
Bloodthorn, I guess,
tower
instead.
is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, you need some kind of item that pierces through PA's evasion. You take down the tier 1 tower on top easily. No chance that Gaming will defend that one.
Radiant's top tower is fallen.
Gaming are playing around the bottom tier 1 tower though. Not exactly an important tower or one that Liquid cares to defend for its value, but they may want to defend it because they can get kills and take a fight. He rocks up, throws out the spirit, basically threatening to say, if I hit a stun, my teammates may just rock up here. And Liquid, a lot of control over this game. Good vision around the map. Keeping King Gaming forced to play together as 5, and King Gaming is just falling further and further behind it. Feels like in farm.
This Helm of the Dominator not really paying off at this moment. If it was, let's say, a mech a bit earlier, maybe even a...
Here we go. Miracle goes in. He has the Echo Slam. Doesn't want to go for it. He may get punished. He needs an out. Doesn't have the vision right away, needs a dagger. He does not have an Aegis. Miracle, he's get hits by the avalanche. He gets out of it just in time. Now he's looking to totem away. Trap. Yeah, it's going to be A-okay, and hold 11 elsewhere. This is such a split game from both teams. Miracle's like good for solo kills, while his team's finding stragglers and killing off the Magnus.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's playing really aggressive. 2.6k HP when the power treads are on strength. Pretty hard to take down.
Oh yeah.
5 magical resist on top of that because of the extra strength.
I imagine he was just blinking and testing. Like if he got a crit there, maybe he goes for that kill with the totem crit. He did have Echo Slam and chose not to use it. So GH getting closer and closer to that BKB.
Getting a BKB on Elder Titan will allow him to stand in front of the lines and removing that base armor instead of just playing around the spirit and removing the med.
Smoke up behind the PA, but they're going to lead the charge forward. They do. Tiny involved in so many kills early on. Now Yi needs to find something. Has a BKB.
Oh, look at that courier. They don't have enough space in the base.
On the courier?
Yeah, there's 10,000 worth of items on that courier.
Whew.
They even had to drop some items on
the Tome of Knowledge, yeah, and a TP scroll. Everyone happy about the stats of that courier. Efficient courier usage, I guess you could say, when you've got 9 items on it.
Well, if it was a courier with any kind of cosmetics, he could have made it, but the donkey...
Oh, poor donkey. He didn't get the courier. GH didn't get his items out. But yeah, full Bloodthorn on Templar Assassin. The smoke from King Gaming doesn't really amount to a whole lot. They were trying to make that move with the Aegis expired, but Liquid seemed ready and prepared for it. Troll is hunting. We'll see Kaka. Follow up. Bloodthorn is there, but he immediately uses as well. Jeez, he gets deleted. Stack the Yules and the Bloodthorn there, but it doesn't really matter. I think mind controlling to make sure he doesn't swashbuckle away.
Miracle blinks in with Totem, an observer ward, but they're already prepared. Ward standing there for any traps, any observer wards.
Play Liquid don't really have the best ability to break high ground right now, and they'd much prefer getting Aegis in their hand before they go for kind of a high ground push, but full minute before Roshan could even possibly respawn.
When you have Templar Assassin in your team, you know that hero will fall off eventually in the super late game, even though with the Moon Shards, Aghanim Scepter upgrades, it gets easier. Also her talents got reworked, but with the first Roche, you want to build up advantage and try to finish the game with the second Aegis and Cheese. Roche may respawn in 50 seconds. Bounty Runes also spawning in 10.
Themselves smoking up, looking to loop around. They know these bounty runes coming up. They want to take this fight. Mind control blinks in. Stun on Kaka. The follow-up stun isn't there, so Kaka may get a chance to get out of this one. Nice RP on the backline. PA follow-up isn't there immediately. It's Tiny coming on in with his beat. Locks Magnus, so Kuro, with the defensive disruption, managed to stay alive. The PA dagger will finish him off, though. Old Chicken, what's he going to do? He blinks in. Has a BKB still. He's holding on to it. Old Chicken wants to get GH here. That bounty rune still just sitting on the ground, and Weehaw with the BKB takes the one. Weehaw's just leading King Gaming one by one. Old Chicken may have killed off some of the backlines, but he's forced to go for a TP out.
KB and TP out.
Ooh.
Wow, good RP with the follow-up, but not enough damage. Also, once again, Kaka caught out of the position, and I was actually wrong. Tiny,
See it
ET
again
actually
here.
removes the armor, the extra armor that he gets from ulti.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at it.
So even though
He's
it's
sitting at the 2 armor,
even though it's kind of bonus armor,
but it's actually not a bonus.
it literally says in the spell bonus armor. But yes, you're right. And then ET spell literally says base armor reduction, but no, it removes it. Okay, good to know.
Radiant's top tower is under
Sometimes we
attack.
have to lie so that we look smarter later.
Yeah. We've lost our viewers' trust. Oh no, they're not going to believe the thing we say anymore, Lacoste. Why'd you do this? That's just classic Dota 2 things. There's always exceptions to the rule. Not that there are any rules when it comes to Dota. Liquid were on their receiving end of an unfortunate mechanic with the TB Sunder. One of their yesterday matches. That's always fun. That's one that's been there for a little while, but it's not every mechanic in Dota is always the most logical. Beautiful, chaotic game can be.
Big spawn on Roche. Now it will take a minute and 20. Liquid smokes in. They want to scout things out.
TA's hit 25 at Meld Bash now. They have an idea that Old 11's up here. Old 11 blinks backwards, but he's going to blink right. Liquid. Cops a big hit from Miracle. Yeah, that's a dead mag.
Also with level 20 talent, Meld dispels. He can remove the lucky shot. That's the big
that's
one.
what he's
Even though
looking for.
Kaka is dying pretty much before the fight even starts.
Yeah. I was looking around wondering what he's trying to dispel from that one. Like, yeah, dagger slow? Or what's he after? But yeah, the lucky shot. You can't dispel Maledict, which is, that's undispellable. But the other stuff. So Roshan, luckily for Keen Game, is going to be after the Magnus's respawn. As much but love to have seen an early Roshan so they could get that while Mag was dead. Not the case, but hey, they're going to go in looking for more kills. Dark gets stunned up, he turns, throws a cast, but here comes Earthshaker. Totem blink, he's got so much mobility now, and that's another kill, another pick off. Keen Gaming just getting picked apart one by one.
It's so hard for Keen Gaming to fight around the Roche because of the vision that Liquid has right now.
Yeah.
You have traps, you have Spirit, you have Shadow Demon using illusions and the Shadow Poison. They can't really approach this fight unless they smoke.
Like, Keen have these BKBs, but I feel like Liquid have all this damage that can go through BKBs. So much physical damage is there, and they're just picking them off. Like you say, it's the vision. They're playing around their wards, they're playing around their traps. All this scouting,
and they're defending this high ground ward.
Yeah.
A fight around the Roche pit. This is one of the important ones. A sentry and the observer ward there. Also one here on this high ground, so they can, if Keen Gaming wants to have it, most maybe they don't. Witch Doctor has none. Otherwise they would use it.
They come. They want to contest it. Roshan, he goes for the backlines. He wants to kill off Earthshaker, but he gets the manages to get out of it. They've lost Kuroki though. That's the Shadow Demon who doesn't have buyback. That's their save as well. And that Soul Catcher is a big source of damage here. They are looking for the Sand King here. He goes in with a BKB. Ultimate gets the crit, take them out. The back is Weeha. Buyback coming in from Liquid. They want to contest this. Weeha still has BKB. He's waiting. He catches Old 11 with the Meld Bash, but there is going to be a save. He goes for a he doesn't get a chance. But there's the big Echo Slam. He catches them all out, and Weeha is absolutely destroying them in this BKB. The BKB wears off. Absolutely destroyed in Keen Gaming's lineup. They are forced to fully retreat. They lost the PA. Without the BKBs, they just couldn't fight into the Echo Slam. And Kaka, well, no real escape for him. Miracle hits him with a big totem.
It's been a while since we saw an RP. In the 2 fights before, he landed a decent RP, but there was no follow-up from the team. Also, we with the cute little play standing on the high ground with the Meld, just deleting this mag. And once he gets that Bloodthorn and the Nullifier combo, they have nothing to do. There's no offensive item, there's no Lotus Orb whatsoever. Also, bounties just cheese ages 4 bounties for Team Liquid.
Ooh, that's going to put them well and truly far ahead right now. It's going to be about a 15k gold lead after all said and done. And it just feels like Liquid is hitting their stride. They may even look to pressure high ground. There's still 25, 30 seconds on several of these respawns, and yeah, TA is just like, well, with mind control on the Sankey, it's just like, let's go see who's here. And good news for King Gaming is they're not there. They're playing as far back as possible, and they are going to lose at least a tier 3 tower here. We'll see if Liquid try and go for this melee Rax here. They have got the Aegis to give Weehat some safety, but it looks like the plan is just to back off.
They can take the shrines. With the better vision, they can also camp around this observer ward. They know that they can't place any vision. If someone comes, they pick him off, and then they go for a push.
Easy shrine claimed as King Gaming going to be forced into a position where all they can maybe do is defend their high ground now. Old Chicken doesn't want to even go for this creep wave. They're just throwing daggers, throwing casts from the high ground.
Holding this high ground. If someone comes, tries to leave ward, they're gonna erase him immediately. Look at this observer ward placed near the tier 2 tower, at least where he will. But they have
go for. At this point, King Gaming so stuck in their base that Liquid's just gonna, I mean, it was a 15 gold lead after that last team fight, suddenly 17, 18 gold lead. It's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger if King Gaming are bottled up in their base.
A lot of top tier teams, at least the top tier performances in TI so far, are showing why they are in the upper bracket, and Liquid just did the same thing. You can see Sand going in, he dies and instantly buys back. Like, he's not afraid to use a buyback because they know once they get the Aegis, they get the cheaties, it's going to be much easier to play.
Control in Liquid Sands. Hey, Miracle, get that bounty rune. There we go. The core shaker of Liquid Miracle can good right now.
They know they had a sentry and an observer there, so they saw them placing it.
Yeah. Dark recognizing that. Like, well, I guess the gig's up. We gotta get out of here.
That was the last smoke. Now they're gonna go in with the free wave.
They saw him now. Yeah, no, this may just be a free Rax. 8 still has 2 minutes left on it. Needing to delay this one, throws an Avatos, but just to try and delay it a bit. Oh, look for the skewer, but he was a bit slow. He got yielded up here. Now he's going to be forced to BKB. Still gets the skewer back. Market getting pushed in deep on the Sand King. He's going to be careful. He needs to pop it, though. He doesn't actually get a chance to do so.
There was a fish block that blocked off the whole Liquid team.
They did manage to get melee Rax at least, but it does the cost of Sand King's life.
Also, Kaka in a team fight should use the Fisher to bounce off it. While he's rolling, you can actually
scanning.
Waiting only on this ramp. Play from King Gaming. They show themselves slightly in this lane. They're playing around the bottom side of the mid lane since they know they dewarded this cliff, so much less likely that Liquid can see them here. High ground is weak. He's invised up for a target. Miracle also needs to be maybe a little bit careful. He has not got Aegis. This old 11's looping around on him. They're going to see him in just a second. Instantly blinks away, as well as the Tomans. They're going to find the backlines, and that's Kuroki on the Shadow team. They're still chasing for more. GH has a BKB. May just need to go for a BKB TP, but there's an RP to stop him if he does. And they are looking to hunt him down. They've got Basher as well. GH is done. Get 3 kills back to back for King Gaming.
Nicely done by Keen though. Tried to make a smoke play from the bottom because they knew where Liquid was standing. They lost the Rax, but they can still make a comeback. Tiny is getting big. He's level 22 with this Crystal and Empower. Actually deals a lot of damage. Now has Magnum set queued up.
It's getting beefier and beefier and scarier and scarier. I like how with that rotation, they didn't just go up that ramp. I think they knew Liquid was just camping, and if you run up this ramp, you're gonna get baited in, but they went all the way around. And you got Liquid by surprise because of that.
All they need is one good arc once Tiny gets the Aghanim Scepter, and if he can get the good tree volley on them, also every single tree that hits procs an Echo Saber.
Well, constant assault from afar if he gets that Ag Scepter up. Looks like he's going to queue up a Daedalus instead for now, so prioritizing that Aghanim Scepter. Would to see it. How's Miracle doing? He's about to hit level 25. Doesn't really need the magic resistance talent this game, so almost certainly we'll be seeing that enchant totem cooldown.
Yeah, more often in and out. Full AC on as well.
Assassin though, level 25 coming up soon for her. Gotta imagine that's gonna be that plus 10%.
I would love dagger instead.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you, Max also has double damage, dasher, and get rock.
Gonna do. They group themselves.
Yep. They have a gem on Sanking and freshly bought Eon Disc. Sanking can blink in, stun, proc the Eon Disc. Also has another save the Yule Scepter. Also with that gem, they're gonna the vision.
And being used by Liquid. Smoke, it looks like they want to invade this enemy jungle. They know that King Gaming's playing around this part of the map with the vision they've set up, so he on the tiny, he may pop this one. It's going to be old 11 as well. The Fire Strike is there, and Movement does not get to be game. Movement has to be another. They can't save it. He has got 5 mech. Is he going to use it? So the answer is yes. No, Aeon Disc keeping him alive under mind control. He's managed to get himself killed off here while they killed Tiny as well. The RP comes out as well, but it's only a Sankey. That's not really the best target for the RP. Shadow Demon, so it's not the end of the world for King Gaming, but it's not the target they would have liked.
Yeah, also Fishers are blocking away sometimes Team Liquid from actually approaching a team fight. And I just found a new name for Kaka, more like Staka when he's using a Rolling Thunder.
Oh dear. He is
He's been stuck so many times.
Yeah. He's struggling, but that was definitely an unexpected Aeon Disc, I think, because King Gaming tried to take that fight. Uh-oh. Merrick. They paid the price for this one. Ultimately, goes for the BB. He's getting multiple badges, and there we go. He gets that kill. He can go for that triple rifling down you mentioned. As what? Got it. Okay. He's done so.
They lost the range Raxes on the top, but those don't really matter that much.
NBD.
And I love what the Kaka just queued up. Had Solar Crest, when you play position for Bango, Solar Crest right now, this patch is one of the best item, but he decides to go for this Lotus Orb. It's probably going to give him armor and the way to remove this deadly combo that Templars has, the Nullifier and the Bloodthorn.
Hero denies the A1 bottom. Taking that gold away as here we go. Olchik gonna run right into we have a TA. There's Nullifier with the Bloodthorn, the mute with the Nullify. Skewer to push him back, and we have maybe pop the BKB to go for it. Not 11. Getting a bit antsy there. Pops his own BKB. Worried about a stomp landing. Gonna be so careful playing into this TA.
They took their gem, so now they're gonna be able to remove all the sentries and wards, of course, plus traps. Magnus need a defensive item besides BKB, like Force Staff would have been amazing.
Yeah, one Force Staff against this TA.
Not just TA, also Sentry. Once he initiates more urge.
Haste.
Fair enough. Something that would be fantastic on someone like Magnus. Then you don't mind using an RP just to kill off a support or a Sanking or someone. But have they got this Lotus Orb yet? Not up 400 gold away. That would be such a big one to help save people against this Templar Assassin. This Nullifier Bloodthorn is just such a nuisance.
And this ET is a problem at the moment. Look at him. He has a BKB, has a Solar Crest on top. Just a casual plate metal, 43 armor. Also with the talents, Astral attack speed.
Yep.
Plus 70 attack speed talent.
He's got an MKB queued up. He wants to be a character himself. Sleep will catch. The PTA blurred up. And in the Roshan pit was look, but they just get themselves Roshan with ease. Miracle now with Aegis and Refresher. This Templar Assassin decides, don't need it. Don't really have the room for it either.
Yeah, Templar Assassin is fully jacked now. We had this a Moon Shard, also has Aghanim Blessing queued up.
Yeah, that's the good old psionic projection. You can teleport to any trap after a brief channel. So a lot of global presence coming in from the TA at that point. Hopefully having a
you basically become Raiden. Combat.
Okay.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
Played that game. Dota play here. Liquid regaining map control now that they want to. Much Keen Gaming can do this. Headed ultra late game. Phantom Assassin has the money for a Satanic here. Actually, doesn't have the buyback on top of it, so a little bit short and smartly holding on to the buyback.
3k for a buyback. Yeah, she has it. Using the courier right now. I'm just sending it back. Mag, come on.
Be worried about it being off. But
not bringing anything.
Yeah,
just keeping the courier.
Casual.
Well, that's actually big, because if they approach and he does not have a Satanic...
I mean, that status resistance is very important playing against these stuns. Fury will now make its way out and that Reaver is coming. It looks like it will get here in time, I believe. Miracle's just chipping away the tower, though, so they do a little bit longer. They are going to force out some spell. They're doing it. Chicken still alive with the Lotus Sword, still throwing daggers from the high ground as well. Kaka needs to get out of here, has a swashbuckle in a couple of seconds. Be careful, or Shaker, goes slam. I mean, now old Chicken getting chain stuns. He still has a bug if he needs it. The cask is bouncing. It's bouncing between two, but luckily there is status resistance. Necking will just the Magnus still dead on the Keen Gaming side, using buyback. Comes out from the side.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It goes here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Far from over. Oh, yeah. The only thing they need is not a great RP, just a decent one. 2-man RP will do the trick.
I mean, at this point, I think they'll take a bad RP.
Just give Empower. Stand as far away from fight possible.
We haven't seen this Magnus in a team fight. He just delete. That's the start of every team fight is, oh, Mag's dead. Now the team fight begins. I mean, it's been a tough game. They're hunting him, and they knew he didn't have buyback. So the second they saw him, they jumped him.
Miracle going in for the Witch Doctor.
For the kill, Kaka. Trying to chase him down, but that totem cooldown. Yeah, with an arcane rune, good luck. Boing, boing, boing. With his little pogo stick, he just hops himself away.
All right, Mag will have a buyback soon, so he can afford to die.
Because he sure as hell will, Lacoste. Let me tell you, these last few fights are anything to go on. All 11, he is the #1 target that Liquid want to go on.
Also, they're approaching the level 25s. I assume they need to give Tome to Mag, the extra damage and the cleave. Use that on the Tiny and on the PA. Also, PA has the Aghanim queued up. She's still saving for a buyback first.
Tiny's 25 coming in. Tiny's 25. Either one, both are really nice, giving you so much more constant stunts. Miracle. Totem main blink out. He almost got caught there. He did have an Abyssal Blade, so that could have been a very quick kill if he wasn't careful. Where are the other 25s? ET's 25 coming up.
Haste. Blessings.
Standing on a ward. He knows. Catapult just attacked high ground. Being pinged out.
And there's wards here.
Smoke from Keen Gaming.
The buybacks there, Tiny and Shadow Demon, no buybacks for them. Whoa, Miracle!
Where's the bash?
So be careful. Yep, didn't get old 11. BKB's early. I think it's just been put off because of how much he's been prioritized by Team Liquid. So he's just popping his KB at the first sign of trouble. It's like Gaming are gonna have to just completely reset, but they're gonna get caught in the process. Dark's in the front line. He's taken out. Let's have a buyback if he's going to use it. I think at this point, if you're keen, you just get back to your high ground and play around it. Sure, if Liquid doesn't want to go for a high ground push at this point, playing with no Aegis, and it's just a Witch Doctor kill.
Witch Doctor has Aghanim Scepter queued up at the moment. I still think they need a force. They actually have 0 force steps at them. The Spanglier's Lotus Orb is doing God's work.
So key to have this against.
Even Tiny will have one.
Like, double Lotus.
Is under attack.
Always will have one available if TA goes in with that Nullifier Bloodthorn combo. Wolf just following the Pengo around. Shouldn't the Alpha Wolf be following the PA? I guess you don't want it to reveal him if he's farming with Blur.
That's a good point.
But team fight, hopefully that is going to be...
Well, maybe that's the reason why Old 11 is out of position. He's microing the creep.
Is he microing? You call this micro? It looks like patrolling. You push M and then you click the hero and it just automatically follows. Congo line.
Tiny still in level 25 talent.
Well, what a very... 20, I guess he's unsure which one to go for.
Yeah, they're discussing it.
Radiant's
now.
bottom tower is under
Full
attack.
toss. You can toss someone and kind of lock them down for a long period of time, but Avalanche, the cooldown gets so short. Goes from 14 to 5-second Avalanche cooldown.
Yeah, I've seen position for Tiny's winning a game. When for late game, you get Octo in core, you get that talent, you can pretty much use Avalanche. You just go. Enough mana.
Over. And this is the stage of the game when KBs are fairly short. See what he ends up getting there. What were the other 25s that we're approaching? So
Has his
first split of cooldown we're expecting?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Sanking 25. Probably the blind. Certainly the blind.
BA and Tiny. Anything else? Shadow Demon.
Radiant's
2 charges
bottom
of
tower
disruption.
is
Have a
under
save.
attack.
He's only level 20. Roche will respawn in a minute.
And this is Ag's one, so potential upgrade for some of these heroes with these Aghanim Scepters here in the late game. Who and where that might come out.
And Old 11 had enough. He just bought Eon Disc.
I think he
That's
should
a
have
good
bought this
choice.
a while
It's a great
ago,
choice.
yeah.
But if Tia can actually remove it with the Bloodthorn, which does not have anymore.
Oh,
She sold it.
interesting. I guess seeing all these Lotus Orbs, she's just like, well...
See ya, guys. I'm going for MKB.
Yeah, if they get rid of the Bloodthorn, suddenly you don't have a way to pierce evasion. So that's where the MKB is in.
Also, you can't pierce it. That's pretty smart, huh?
Yeah, he didn't read the patch. The old patch he could.
I mean, he's just gonna use DD, put the MKB.
I'd say. Here we go. All 11. A tiny bit now. Just be careful. Pop that Aeon Disc pretty easily. Also, the Demonic Purge, right? It's just constantly going to be purging it off if he tries to use it. If he has that
You
on
cannot
him.
dispel.
Yeah.
Tiny went for Avalanche cooldown.
Here we go. There's our answer.
Are scanning.
What did ET end up going for? You guys? He got the wake damage. Okay.
Radiant are scanning.
And from the Radiant, you know, someone's inside the Roche pit. The 3 for the vision.
Yeah. So tense here. Holding the high ground. Blinking on in. Miracle. Ooh, he totems and blinks out immediately. Trying to bait some spells. The stomp. Catches up and go. This is such an interesting little talent. It's going to take... They can do a lot more damage before heroes wake up now.
Yeah, it's 800.
So you get 800 damage when they're not even doing anything. Their Lotus Orb helps out Kaka. Can he get out of this one? There's going to be an Ardiarch. Catches out 11. Have they got the fall? The PA gets the more BKBs. They want Kuro. He's got Neon Disc himself. Kuro is getting hit by the instant buyback coming in from the Pengo. Kuro is down. He doesn't have buyback. Doesn't have the gold for it. Just came off cooldown, but no gold in his pockets. So we'll see 3 heroes now with that buyback. One of whom is dead currently. Could just use this, so
they should go into Roche. Have Mud Golem to scout things out. Put out to the side. Roche back. The small ones, and they all die.
Comes Miracle though. It's so hard to go for Roshan against PT. Epicenter is there. They're looking for this. Tiny, yeah, he loaded the Fire Strike. Tiny's still in all sorts of trouble here. He does have a toss. And use Echo Slam, catches out 3. He's got out, though he's going to take a lot of damage here. Old Chicken is just holding his ground. He's lap sealing back as well. He gets delayed. Miracle. Oh, that damage. Holy moly.
Had over 1,000 damage plus the crit on top of it. Everyone's buying back right now.
What?
HP.
Totem. Miracle wants this for his team. Pengo darts back though. Let's see that damage very quickly. 8k damage from the Earthshaker. And all the buybacks being expended from King Gaming. Holy cow.
He's gone in 15 seconds.
Illusions in the pit. They desperately need it, like you say, because they're playing without buybacks. Whereas Dire Liquid, they've got buyback on 3 of the key heroes. And it looks like King Gaming say, we can't stick around here any longer. They may just be giving up this Roshan. It looks like is the case. Without Pengo, without RP for 15 seconds, they just don't feel confident enough to stay out on the map. Red Splitter being used just to be sure.
Mortality.
Aegis on Miracle's Earthshaker, refresher in the backpack.
Also Aghanim Scepter up. Shadow Demon picked it up.
Okay. I'd say the cores are so far, they're going to be able to farm their own Aghanim Scepters at this rate.
And Shadow Demon is getting closer to level 25 now.
Yep.
The demonic purge damage. Charges of that's gonna be a lot of damage. 900 damage, 3 charges.
Come Team Liquid down the mid lane. 15 seconds before Kaka respawns on that Pangolier. Miracle can kind of just line and hit these buildings. He did go back for an Octarine core, so low cooldown on that totem. 2.23 seconds. He's just gonna be jumping in, I imagine. Oh, bye-bye creep wave. Dagger, bye-bye range creep. But holding back, staying steady. To fully commit to this one. What's Weehan up to? You're looking for the runes, and there it is. It's the double damage. That's what he was hoping for. Well, he hasn't got the eggs. I was about to say he could be using that ability to go to his traps, but available right now.
Also 11 went for RP duration on 25. With all the status resistance, I don't think it's worth it.
Okay. Just beefing up this PA, but gonna be there. So Team Liquid, you gotta imagine they want to go soon. This buyback advantage, 5 minutes with no buyback on Tiny, PA, or Magnus. All 3 King Gaming cores playing with that buyback. It's go time if you're Liquid. 26k gold lead. Gotta be feeling like it's go time. Shaker immediately gets avalanche toss. Drop down fairly low. They're just trying to make sure that they punish him because is there even any sustain really to heal him back up here? So
Satanic.
There we go.
So 1 hit, back to full HP.
They just need to keep chipping away at Miracle and try and take the Aegis out of his hands without committing too much.
Yeah, with that Octarine core, he also reduces fall down on Satanic.
There you go. Totem in. Tiny, oh, he blinked in, has Miracle caught him by the stun. They have got a Maledict though, so he's going to be brought... Oh, it only catches 1. Miracle managed to get out.
Will alone animate me.
Radiant's middle tower.
The death.
Radiant's middle tower.
Watch for flying rocks. More fight.
King Gaming have
You never knew your place. Is it the hooves?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's ancient is under.
Could take it.
Into my
because PA will carry you in this super late game. But man, Team Liquid, they managed to win with the Earthshaker as a core. Position 1 Earthshaker.
Fun stuff.